switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my whole cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics riot in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the
Let's go Colts.
Shoot my shot like hey. Hit the red dot like hey. Finger on it like hey. Shoot my shot like hey. Hit the red dot like hey. Real spot like hey. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like hey. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like hey. Shoot my shot like hey. Hit the red dot like hey. Finger on it like hey. Grandma was in A, auntie was in A, mama had AAA. I wasn't scared to crash anyone anyway. I'm around the side, get away. I gotta penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 24 years to my hood, now I gotta go live away. I'm out of town, but I'm not on the getaway. I spend a giveaway. You mean I'm the generous king for real? I fuck the street, then I light up the street. Got dreaming like Billie Jean for real. I'm from the M, I got M's in the bank and M's in all my streams for real. Feeling like Phil, they be living like Carlson if I leave them in the wheel. Shoot my shot like A, hit the red dot like A, finger on the like A. Shoot my shot like A, hit the red dot like A, real spot like A. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like A. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like A. Shoot my shot like A, hit the red dot like A, finger on it like A. Baby, I'm loving it. I think I'm ready for kids. She said when it stop trying to in her face. That makes sense. I'm going up past LA Brent. I'm going off no fail, say switch. Yeah, me and my team go back like plastic cup boys on some tailgate. Okay, look, all eyes on me. I feel like I'm Truman. No, we finna win it, cause I'm about to lose it. I don't give a computers disputing. I go off the field, no heads, just shoot it. I die for my team, I'm the coach, I'm recruiting. I'm spending my time and I'm saving the day. I feel like a mutant, I'm put like a student. I'm feeling bilingual, cause I'm in Nigeria, rocking the Cubans. My life is a highlight reel that I keep on looping. You can't just tell me, you gotta prove it. Stealing, their first name is Lupin. I'm hitting harder than like Yuke, and they sending shots for some high, just juke it. Hitting my desk, I'm B.I.G., you know I can't forget that I do it. Shoot my shot like A, hit the red dot like A, finger on the like A. Shoot my shot like A, hit the red dot like A, real spot like A. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like A. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like A. Shoot my shot like A, hit the red dot like A, finger on it like A.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis.
Oh, Brock Purdy came to nap time. Oh,
Just about set for football. The veteran Matt Gay has it teed up, and we are underway now at Lucas Oil Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to...
And right away, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Cover up and slide.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. They run once more with Taylor.
I don't see a block with Nelson.
Here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. Under pressure now. He's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. It's Taylor going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. He'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Flushed out right. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Purdy. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
First and 10, Taylor now. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Taylor.
Go up.
He is going
What in the world, man? Run up.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really
that
make
is
a big
crazy. Run up. The hole is right there.
2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Richardson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing
right there.
They're
Right
actually
there.
playing in the
Numbers.
offense's backfield.
Setting the hole in the zone and showed his numbers.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
We gotta do better, baby.
Purdy to throw it on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's 3rd and 3. They go play action here. Purdy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
You're gonna quit. You're gonna quit if you don't get this 4th down. It's crucial.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run with a fullback.
Get him up!
And he's got the first down.
Yeah, on it, y'all.
He's brought down at the
It's a straight up run. I got y'all sitting in the
7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Right back to use check again. And
yeah.
Interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of
It is a McCaffrey, boy.
DeForest Buckner, a Pro Bowler.
I don't know why he think his
the 49ers. They're on the stop.
His fullback is better than McCaffrey, but I'll take it. Christian McCaff. Got the grab.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
This defense still have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half
Purdy, you nervous?
play, but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he's he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks are starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Field position. Sometimes you got to play field position out here in the
Colts
streets.
come to the line ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And I don't think he got there, no.
14
He's
inches.
short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Richardson going on 4th down. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas.
Out of here.
Now inside the 25.
Skewee.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Adonai Mitchell, 70 yards. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the
Can't deny, Adonai. Your baby mama loves the one that's right.
4th and short, they go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it. Because to me, it was stacked up for a run situation. Strength on strength, and they decided to
Right on, McCaffrey.
And what a result.
Thank you, sir.
Time play.
Here's
That's what I'm here for.
The extra point.
Spirit of Peyton Manning. Out of the run.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Into a pass. It really wasn't even a drive. It was just I didn't drive down anywhere. I done left it 56 seconds. 2 timeouts. Brock Purdy. Ain't no telling, man. 2 timeouts, Brock Purdy, boy. Brock Purdy mouth.
Touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
The plan is.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Look at this. Look at Debo.
Solid return, pretty good field
Just
position.
Debo'd your way. He just Debo'd his way into the. He just go Debo your way. Debo your way to the 30. To the dirty 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. That's on the sled.
Then we got a rough in the passer.
Taken down. Plus,
Then we got a rough in the passer.
In the backfield. They may
Out here being rough on Purdy.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well.
Come on, let me
You've
pick
got to
my
be
play.
there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's 2nd and 10.
I could not pick my play, man. This is not what I wanted to do. I can't move my play. Can't move my man. Look at that. Look at that. I couldn't even move. I couldn't move. Couldn't make my play. None of that. None of that. I could not call my play or nothing. Oh, man. That's crazy. Connection lost. That was on me. Something wrong with my internet, nigga? Can't be nothing wrong with my internet, cause hell, I'm still able to. I mean, I'm still broadcasting, so it has to be EA. EA done messed up. Okay. Let's get back in here. Get back in here.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis.
So either one, he believes in the defense, or two, he a cheeser who's trying to get me to Choose the wrong return. Uh-oh. Got the all white with the red helmets on. Either way, I don't like it. I don't like getting the ball in the first half.
And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I'd rather play defense first. I like giving out the D. Hate being on offense first. Like being on defense. We got a dime look.
First and 10, it's Richardson. To the right side, complete to Taylor. No gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that's a simple throw and catch, but even with that
Are you
completion,
already tired? You just threw the ball once. Get in the game, nigga. Oh, you already. Don't do that AR. Come on, baby.
Close quickly.
Second and 10. Richardson working from the gun. That's complete to his rookie.
I wish you could just go straight up. Like, he was able to go straight up.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. If you're a fan of old school physical football, that play was for you.
No doubt about it. That play was for anyone who likes football. He did everything properly on that one. Great contact, wrapped it up, unable to jar the ball free. The only disappointment on the play for him.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he can only manage to get a couple.
Hit the wrong hole.
Coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 46, here's second down and 8. Richardson finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox.
Low in the alley.
Down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. On the handoff, this is Taylor.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Long afternoon.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Back to Taylor on first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second and a couple.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Quite the opening drive march coach they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And this will leave him a yard
to the first.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on the first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Second down and a yard. First carry
yeah, move out the way. He likes that.
First and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Richardson looking to throw this. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start.
Touchdown, Colts!
Walk it on in there. Walk it on in there. Let's go, Colts.
Touchdown. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score.
Jump on top. Hop on top.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love
Took up all the first quarter.
Ended up in the end zone. A lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. As they've got it as we resume action.
Let's go, Colts.
Gay now set to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
You got Patrick Mahomes, Isaiah Pikachu, empty trio.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He still caught that duck. Why?
Brandon, to me, what's important
Still
right now
caught
on
that
this drive is
duck.
for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Rolling to his right.
That wasn't even for you. That one for you. That one for you. And not. And no, that wasn't even for you.
Also move the sticks.
And a nice call and really good execution there because
that was for Josh Downs. Quit doing that, man. Take that nigga's balls, no diddy. That wasn't even. That was for Josh Downs.
There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
Richardson to throw off play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now we give to Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Richardson out of the shotgun. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Touchdown.
Josh Downs from 8 yards out. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. It's a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. On the return, it's Xavier Worthy. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Wrap him up. Xavier Worthy. Worthy of the football.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
Good
Just
job.
trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the
Get in there.
They are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown.
Grover.
Indianapolis.
Grove Street.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
The last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Gay is on for the point after.
21 skunk.
And it is now 21-0.
Listen, he might be a cheese player, and he works off the cheese. You know what I'm saying? Well, he could get that initial cheese, so now he gotta play football.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
You don't have no tight formations. You got open. Just them open formations, and Pikachu ain't even blocking. Can't keep Pikachu in for the block. Patrick Mahomes is popping it up.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Mahomes now on first down. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
There goes a deep ball. End zone. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On first down, Richardson. Eluding the pressure away. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. It's caught. Mitchell. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Again, it's Richardson.
They let it go on time. They let it go on time.
It's going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. They have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. Here's Richardson.
Go up, go up, go up.
Pierce. And he is going to have his first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance.
I don't have no timeouts neither. I got this is a score.
So a chance to
nothing,
breathe
baby.
easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Richardson looking to throw. Lets one go downfield for Pierce.
Damn.
And it's incomplete.
Damn.
Shot couldn't connect.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the half. Richardson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
That's all I got left.
Richardson, a final shot before break. A quick throw, but incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback.
play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Most violent criminal organization didn't forgive. They didn't negotiate. They eliminated. But here's what nobody saw coming. The massacre that was supposed to prove the Purple Gang's invincibility became the moment that destroyed them.
I want to try to defeat the Colts. I want to try to defeat the Lord. You want to defeat the Colts. Try to beat the Colts. I want to try to defeat the Lord. You want to be with me, of course. Just want to see some more.
It's the NFL Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis.
Just about set for football. The veteran Matt Gay has it teed up, and we are underway now at Lucas Oil Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Here's Mahomes to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Mahomes. Short throw hauled in.
Come on, y'all. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. That is crazy.
When it stopped, police counted 110 bullet holes. It was the first time a Thompson submachine gun had been used in a Detroit murder. The Purple Gang had just introduced automatic weapons to the city's underworld. Nobody was ever convicted. Then came 1928, the Cleaners and Dyers War. The Purple Gang hired themselves out to enforce union control in Detroit's laundry industry, bombing non-union shops, beating workers who wouldn't, extorting protection money from business owners. 9 Purple Gang members were arrested and charged
That's
with
crazy.
to extort. The trial was a joke. Someone broke into the union offices before trial and stole every document that could prove the case. The jury acquitted everyone. This was the Purple Gang's power. They operated in plain sight. They murdered witnesses. They corrupted courts. They terrorized an entire city. Law enforcement was helpless, but by 1931, cracks were appearing. The problem wasn't the police. It was internal. The Purple Gang's brutality had created too many enemies, and some of those enemies used to be allies. Enter 3 men who thought they were smart enough to play both sides. Herman Paul, 31 years old. Everyone called him Mike. Joseph Lebowitz, also 31, known as Nigger Joe, a nickname common at the time for anyone with dark features. And Isidore Sumter, 28, called Izzy the Rat. All 3 were from Chicago. All 3 had been run out of town by Al Capone after they tried to shake down speakeasy operators who were under Capone's protection. Capone gave them a choice. Leave Chicago willingly, or leave in a box. They chose Detroit. Big mistake. The 3 men joined up with a smaller faction of bootleggers called the Little Jewish Navy. They were supposed to be muscle. Protection for liquor shipments across from Canada. But Heidi, Joe, and Dave weren't interested in being anyone's hired guns. They wanted to be bosses. They started their own bookmaking operation. They got into the wholesale liquor business. They called themselves the 3rd Avenue Terrors, named after the railroad yards between 3rd and 4th Avenues, where they landed their Canadian whiskey. And they broke every rule of Detroit's underworld. They hijacked from friends and enemies. They double-crossed business partners. They refused to stay in their lane. They stepped on the Purple Gang's territory. Inspector Frank Fraley, who ran the precinct where they operated, called them out personally. He evicted them from the Orlando Hotel after receiving complaints they were using rooms as an office. He told them to get out of his precinct. They ignored him. Here's where things got fatal. Spring 1931. The 3rd Avenue Terror's bookmaking operation was booming. They'd taken in a partner named Solomon Levine. Everyone called him Solly. 30 years old, local hood. Long-time acquaintance of the Bernstein brothers from the old neighborhood. The perfect bridge between the 2 groups. Then the East Side Mafia hit a big parlay on their book. A massive bet, worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Money the 3rd Avenue Terrors didn't have. They were broke. Izzy Sumter had just been evicted from his apartment for non-payment of rent. They lost their cars because they couldn't keep up payments. And now, they owed the Italian mob a fortune they couldn't pay. Desperate, they went to the Purple Gang, bought 50 gallons of whiskey on credit, then they diluted it with water, sold it below market price for quick cash, paid off the Italians. The East Side Mafia came back with another fixed horse race, another huge winning bet. The Terrors were in deeper trouble. They went back to the Purple Gang, another 50 gallons on credit, another dilution, another quick sale. Ray Bernstein found out. You have to understand what this meant. The 3rd Avenue Terrors hadn't just stolen from the Purple Gang. They'd shown disrespect. They demonstrated that they thought the purples were suckers. In a world of organized crime, that's a death sentence. But September 1931 was boom time for bootleggers. The American Legion National Convention was coming to Detroit. Every speakeasy, cabaret, and blind pig in the city had placed massive orders for booze. The Third Avenue Terrors thought they could make everything right if the Purple Gang would just give them time until after the convention. Ray Bernstein sent word through Sonny Levine, a meeting to work things out. The Terrors would handle horse betting and alcohol sales. Once they straightened out their debt, everything would be forgiven. Ivy Ball, Joe Lebowitz, and Dizzy Sumner relaxed. They thought they'd negotiated their way out. They thought they were back on track to Easy Street. They were wrong. September 16, 1931. Early afternoon. Sonny Levine was working at the bookie joint when a Purple Gang member called. He gave him an address. 1740 Collingwood Avenue. Apartment 211. Be there at 3 p.m. Levine wrote it down on a pink betting slip. That afternoon, the four men left the book around 2:45. They were unarmed. You don't bring guns to a peace conference. They arrived right on schedule.
Defensively, that was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little bit underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4. On the ground, it's Gray. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Swings this out for Hunt. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 42. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. On the run, this is Gray.
He's a pasty buck.
And he's going to have
He was right there.
At about the 38.
How did you miss him?
4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Gray. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Two yards to go, 2nd down. They'll run it down with Gray. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive.
Good job.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Going with their tight end.
Oh, my goodness.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And
You gotta get your Pikachu.
he can get out of the backfield. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down. Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good, and we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver. And they get this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Richardson. Finding Pierce on the crossing route. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Richardson escaping the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. On a nice burst there as they'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now. And he takes this one in for a close touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 28 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
That testimony, well done and didn't like. There's a lesson here. Violence is a tool that criminal organizations use to maintain power. But excessive violence becomes a liability. It creates too many enemies. It draws too much attention. It makes people desperate enough to break the silence. The Purple Gang thought the Hollywood Manor massacre would cement their control over Detroit. Instead, it destroyed them. 3 murders, 3 life sentences, and the end of America's most violent Jewish mob. On September 6th,
What's funny that you sit up here and take all day Doing stupid plays in the middle of the game. You do goal line in the middle of the field. Hell, if you don't get that, whatchamacallit, I'm playing real football. You're doing cheesy stuff. He's a cheese player. Yeah, you a whole cheese player. And can't score a touchdown. It's messed up. I play like a bitch, but you don't have a touchdown. And I scored in less than 30 seconds. Then quit.
How about the vision on the run here?
I don't need the wins. I like to win. I don't need the wins. What are you talking
He
about?
sees that the open space is to the outside, so he's just going to angle himself out wide.
You talk more than you play.
Extra point.
You type more than you play.
Good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They give it off here to the tight end. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, going for the
come on.
He will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counter. Came back at him from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do?
No.
We're about to find out.
You're kidding me.
They only needed
You're
about 4 or 5
kidding
inches
me.
there. Relied on the big guys up
Yeah,
front and got it
right.
done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th
Fumble the
down,
ball.
didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down.
No!
They got his man complete. A big play there for KC. 44 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll lose
Got them ankles, boy.
back at the 37.
Got them ankles on you.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now here's Mahomes. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
Oh, my
He's
goodness.
just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. 3/4 in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt.
Maybe shouldn't have got
There on the
that
8th play of the drive.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Look at this, a tight end carry.
How does he keep getting so far ahead? That is crazy. That is crazy.
And that'll be enough.
How about that?
Absolutely no way you should even get any yards at all.
Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
That is crazy.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Here we go, 1st and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he is
Carry him into the end zone.
touchdown, Kansas City.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. To throw is Mahomes. And no, it falls incomplete.
Good job.
So 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
A lane opens here. He's past.
Damn, you should have been gone.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson.
Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Richardson going to shift things up.
And it's complete to Mitchell. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Now Richardson. That's another one complete to Mitchell.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
This is 1st and 10. Here's 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And able to work his way down to the 16. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock.
Flipper play cheese all day.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis.
Watch out for Mike Evans. Either he believes in his defense or he's a Chiefs player. It's one of the two. Look at him looking. When you win the top out, he wants the kick. It's just like a monster kick. So we'll see. And then you wait, when they wait a long time to pick their play, that means they want to onside.
Charles and I have been looking
for me to pick
this one all week, and we are underway.
Whatchamacallit, so we can pick onside and try to get the onside.
That'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. They'll get this off to Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On third down, here's Taylor. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Going for it on fourth. Here's Richardson.
Come on. How come you don't get the ball out? What in the world? He did not get in there that fast.
Opening drive of the game, and on the opening drive of the
oh my goodness!
Forces a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. A first carry for Rachaad White. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
No.
That good for 19 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to get the big plays on the edge.
That freaking sucked.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. They keep it on the ground. White again. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6 from the 10. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Swallowed.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's 3rd and 6. White running to the left. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good job.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Mayfield looks to throw. Flushed out right.
Damn.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks.
One too much you can do about
10
that.
yards on the touchdown pass. And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucks a 7-0 lead.
Let's go Colts. Let's get it again. Let's try it again, baby.
The Bucks ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the return comes to
goodness.
right at the 44-yard line.
This straight sucks.
Before we came up to the booth, last
Straight
thing he
sucks.
said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you
Just
remember
went
what
out
you
the
said to
window.
me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Colts pick it up.
Go up, nigga, go up. What? All that extra stuff was unnecessary.
45-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They
Go
got one
up.
right there.
I'm pressing
And it
up on the
shows you
control
how the
stick.
game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues.
How does he put his arm out to stop me?
Because here comes the
How is just the arm going to stop me?
Yards is the tally on first
Oh,
down.
this freaking
Second and
sucks.
5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions.
That is crazy.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Taylor. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
That is
6 yards to
crazy.
pick up, and that's a first down.
But partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Running straight ahead,
Oh.
Taylor.
My own goes in my way.
After 1, 7-0 on
You can't win for losing. Cause your baby mama's
Second quarter now from
snoozing.
Indianapolis with the homestanding
Can't win
Colts
for
in possession. As they've got it with
losing.
a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Your baby mama's out here snoozing.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Out to his left. And that is incomplete.
That should have been a whole touchdown.
Defensively in the early going, he's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Whatever the defense
They
throws.
tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Richardson going to move him around. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
What? Are you overthrowing him like that? Oh my goodness.
Probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw.
It doesn't matter. I'm sitting up here.
But that short,
I can't get the ball to him. Wide open. Jeez, oh Pete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he's going to get the first down.
The best I can do.
At the 22.
Jeez, oh
Just a
Pete.
gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
and I really like the way he ran that one too. That's really intelligent running, because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right.
Thank you.
Be out of bounds about
Jeez, oh Pete, that's all I
shy of
want.
the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
There, Richardson back to throw it. This will be swung out right for Taylor. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor.
Let's go, Coach.
6 yards away. And the Colts
Come on in, baby. Come on in.
from tying this ball game. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Decline, baby.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Oh, man. You could have declined it.
5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Keep them scoring.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now it's Bucky Irving to return. And he brings us out past the 22.
Captain Bucky O'Hare. Bucky. Captain Bucky O'Hare. Bucky. Captain Bucky O'Hare. Captain Bucky O'Hare.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to find his man.
Roughing the passer. Being rough. Being rough on these.
A little bit more defensively as the officials
rough
look
on
at
them.
the field.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. White, he'll try the left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50.
Turn your back to him.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Mayfield.
Oh, that was a pick.
Got his man out of the backfield.
Pick him off, baby.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd
No.
down. To throw, Mayfield.
Damn.
Escaping the pressure right.
Damn.
And this one caught downfield by Evans.
Damn.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
It made me go all the way down.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs
It was
have
not.
taken the lead.
Jeez, oh, please, I did not mean to do that.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That was a touchdown. You just seen that.
The Bucs ready
Mike
for the
Evans.
kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one.
play,
It's
baby.
through the end zone for a touchback.
We're going to get a timeout right here. 3 timeouts, 2 minutes. 1 touchdown.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, baby, come on. Get off of me.
Still shooting tackles.
Yeah, that's how you do it, baby. Yeah.
To the 40.
That's how you do it, baby. Yeah.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Richardson.
Throw. Oh, I was throwing the ball.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
What in the world? What is going on with this dude?
On the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying?
Oh.
Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks.
Over and over again.
May be in order.
And now,
Throw there going to be incomplete. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
It does not matter. Either I get it or I don't.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once.
Oh,
what
yeah.
can they do
Yeah,
here on
31.
4th down? Richardson going on 4th down.
Touchdown.
He's complete.
Ski-wee.
Down the sideline
Ski-wee.
he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Skeeter start ski-wee. Babies.
And the Colts are an extra point away.
Skeeter start ski-wee. Look at that. Look at that ball. Bam. Right there. And then you just running. And then the niggas just running in, ski-wee in the sea. What? Friendly quit these nuts. Concede the game. You know what time it is? I got 103 yards, 50 on half of my passes.
Football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50.
So there's
conservative, there's aggressive,
friendly
aggressive, which is what we just saw there.
Quit friendly. Ski-wee in the sea. Won't you friendly quit with me? Friendly quit. Quit friends. We're not friends. We're enemies. Enemies. Let me get a pick six. Let me get a pick six. Clinton Dix. What's that? A man-to-man three deep. That would be it.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
Burn a timeout. Get the ball next. You get the ball next half.
In this first half.
Wing flex offset week. Let me see.
A first down throw from Mayfield. They'll roll him out right.
Good job.
He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts.
Yeah, he's trying to get to Mike Evans out with him.
We step aside.
Do it again, baby.
Like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Damn, that's a great punt.
Very well done there.
Damn, that was a great punt.
That's how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. Flush to his right. That'll result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And
you stop, baby.
Already started for the second half. It was an easy
stop and score, baby. Stop and score. Stop and score. Stop and score.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
What did I have for this? I think this.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
On second down, they'll run with White.
And
this time not as successful.
Good job.
Back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Good job, heartthrob.
Play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now a 3rd and 6. Mayfield.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Oh!
And now the rookie's free.
He's on his way.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field.
Roughing the passer. That was 30 years ago. What are you talking about?
And the result is 6 points. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the Colts.
There's not many things better for an offense.
So much for the run and stop.
Guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So much for the stop and score.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Right, try it again, baby.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about.
Not a winning formula.
And he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Is not winning.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the
Up the backfield.
A big play there for Indy. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Here's Richardson to throw. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
The drive starts with a run by White.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Throwing. Mayfield. Sliding out of the pocket.
No! Woohoo! Woohoo! Make him drop that, baby! Drop that! So you need it, baby. Yeah.
Pushed on his man and broke the play up.
Okay. Let me make sure, just in case, because I don't.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield now.
Good job. Good job. Good job.
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
And taken right on the 30.
Look. I'm going to try to go up, man.
17 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10.
Look at a quick score.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on.
Yeah, baby, better click off. Click off, because you can't make that tackle yourself, baby. Yeah.
Getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
Flushed out right.
Oh, damn.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. 5
Okay.
yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Take that, baby.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks.
Jeez, can I pick my play?
They had to make up some ground, and they did.
Third and 5. Richardson looking to throw this.
Eluding the pressure right.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Needed that leak.
On 1st down, Richardson.
Escaping the pressure right.
And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more.
Alex, pierce your heart. Don't you start.
And with what we just saw there,
one-handed grab. Finger blasted girl with one hand. Blam, 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 blam. One-handed girl.
Don't forget the extra.
Got a big old booty.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3/4 of play. This is the National Football League.
We just need to stop, man.
Sports.
We need to stop. We need to stop, baby. Good kickoff. Gonna stop. And then march it down slowly for the score. Yeah. it comes.
Well, this one's setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kicks away.
Yeah, come on out with it now.
From just beyond
Come on out with it now. Come on. Yeah, come on.
Returns this to the 22.
On to the 25. But we like that to 17. But up yeah. Dance with the girl that bought ya.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Tackle there by Nick Cross.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Opting to run again here with White.
Yeah, man, I need to hit that hole.
There on the run, but
Really
they'll
hit that
remain a
hole.
yard or two short here with third down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Every single time.
The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Irving.
That's it. That's it.
Will not escape.
That's how you ski weed, baby.
To get it done. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Here's Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before
should have coughed that up.
Pick up the first.
If he'd have coughed that up.
Conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Okay. Let's try something a little bit different.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10.
See if this makes a difference.
On the give,
He
it's
picked up the
White.
block. No!
There he goes onside. 63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball.
He's not trying to score.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And they're not able to hook up there.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good, even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense. They actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well, I think Lady Luck was on his side.
On 3rd down, they go with Irving.
Come on! Y'all are kidding me!
Short of the 1st down, right around the 17. The decision for
y'all are kidding me!
Let's go for it on 4th down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Get him, get him, get him! Get him, get him, get him! Yo, that's what I'm talking about, baby!
And he didn't get there. The Bucs trying on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Colts are going to take over the football. So they pass on the chance to kick the field goal. And that may be
what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about.
Because in this situation, you kick the field to give yourself that chance of victory. By going for it, Maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this fourth quarter and the rest of this game very interesting.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second and 6 coming up. Richardson looking to throw. And this taken in by Downs.
And he is going to lose yardage here. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go.
We still got all 3 timeouts.
Here now, third down. Richardson.
No!
Oh, look at this.
To it, right to it.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
First down, here's White. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second down, 8 yards
Could
to
have won
go.
the game, baby.
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll get this down to about the 30-31-yard line.
Nothing to do.
Speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
I'm not supposed to win this game, man.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. Mayfield.
And that will be incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Let your defense bring you home.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this one is right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
53 seconds.
Time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Here's first and 10.
Oh, dude. Come on, one-hitter quitter. I need you. I need you one time. I ain't had you all day.
Richardson to throw it.
And that's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Throwing now is Richardson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Richardson looking to throw it.
Shakes off the sack. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage the comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean.
When you talk about making winning plays.